When you started photographing your children, it was so seasonal because you lived in a place that was so seasonal that you could kind of scroll and the colors would change. You've got the fall colors and the winter and the spring. Those were all very thought decisions. When do you think you went from just photographing your children to making very conscious decisions on what you were doing and how you were creating these series?
I am heavily influenced by the seasons. I really do love all seasons. I'm one of those weird ones that really likes the winter. I think most people tend to not enjoy the winter, but for me, it's like a creative time where things sort of slow down and then I can get a little bit more experimental, which I'm sure you can relate to. I am heavily seasonal based. I do enjoy being out in nature. I have since I was a little girl. My love of photography first started with my dad because my dad and I used to go on walks and he would bring his camera and I'd bring my camera. So seasonal based because of that. One of the things that has really changed for me, having a little bit more, I would say, like controlled environments. And I would also say that my work has gotten a lot more colorful because my oldest son was diagnosed in 2016 with leukemia, and then he was recently diagnosed a year ago. And we were spending a lot of time in the hospital, which there's not a lot of color there. And so I was sort of like craving that like home life and color just in general because we were spending so much time at the hospital. That was a huge reason why my work really started to even more so like heavily center around being home and being more colorful because of that. And as my children have gotten older, I've gravitated towards doing more like self-portraits.
The self-portraits weren't there at the beginning. Like there were moments of you and your children, but not you by yourself. And you've really embraced that and you've created your own series of doing things alone, which I love them. They're such cool portraits and they're so creative and you're using yourself, which is awesome.